This is the Vallée Blanche. We had a magnificent view yesterday of the Mont Blanc, completely clear, the highest peak in Europe at 4,800 meters in altitude, and it was completely devoid of clouds yesterday. Quite a magical view. There's many routes that exist up here for climbing and ascending the Mont Blanc, but it's always a very dangerous climb because of the dramatic changes in weather conditions. It's a mountain that is split between France and Italy, right on the border. Switzerland and France and Italy, I should say.
Well, as we continue to pan around the high Alps here, Paul, with some stunning pictures right on the top. That is amazing up there. That looks like it's a Mont Blanc itself, the Aiguille du Midi. It stands at 3,842 meters. But it can't be any higher, can it?
Can't be very much higher than that. That's the needle of the Midi, if you like, the translation there, and it's basically a meteorological research station. It's a little bit lower than the actual Mont Blanc, the Mont Blanc of 4,800 meters, but this is really quite a remarkable day. I have to say, in the last couple of days, we've had some extremely clear skies, which is quite rare for this part of the world.
The Cathedral of Saint-Jean-Baptiste, or John the Baptist here, as we look down.
Originally built in the 12th and 13th century, and it's inside really enriched with some beautiful mosaics, and it was destroyed a little bit later on in the 14th century and then rebuilt in the 15th. This is the Roman amphitheatre down in the middle of town that dates back to 400 AD. Well, it was actually built between 10 BC and 54 BC. Built in the time of the Emperor Claudius. There you can see that is the royal castle of Sar, just down in the bottom there. It was built in 1710 on the ruins of a previously fortified mansion, which dates back to 1242. It had many changes of owners throughout its life, but it was bought by the King of Italy, Victor Emmanuel II, in the 1800s. It was restructured, and it's now to this day used as a residence. It was a private hunting lodge for the king when he came up here to the Valley of Aosta. That is the castle of Aimaville.
This is at the bottom of the valley of the Cogne, and it's in the middle of the orchards and the vineyards, Paul. Where's the orchard and vineyards? I can't see them.
Well, they're a little bit further over to the right-hand side. We've left them behind, but this castle is perched on the top of a very nice piece of rock, so it can outlook the whole area. Originally built in the 14th century. Surrounded by mountains, we're right in the very heart of the Italian Alps this afternoon.
A beautiful chateau here of Saint-Pierre, built on the rocky promontory. In fact, it's got four small side towers there that were added in the 19th century, but the structure itself dates back to the 12th century.
I cannot believe how many chateaux there are in this valley of the Aosta. This is the chateau of the Sarriot de la Tour. It also dates back to the 15th century. It was originally constructed in 1470, although it was added onto and modernized in the 16th and the 17th century. It has an incredibly beautiful salle de fête, I should say, inside, which is a ceremonial room.
For the last 27 years, it's belonged to the regional administration here, so it's not in private ownership anymore.
Further up, that's the Château de Châtelard, built in 1243 by Rodolfo Grossi, the Bishop of Aosta. As you can see, the large cylindrical tower there is the ruins here are actually on 3 different levels. The first time that it was actually mentioned is in 1248, and this was fortified by Count Pierre II of Savoy. And there you get a chance to see the incredibly heavy tiling on the roof there, and the same on these houses down here.